Temple of Israel, or as a redneck Jew like me would say from Travel's Rest, hey y'all, welcome, glad you're here. Please check and see that your cell phones are turned off, or at least in a silent setting, so that they will not bother us during services. You people are a blessing. We're so glad you're here. It's always good to see you.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It's good to see everybody. I've restarted a tradition a couple weeks ago. I would like for everyone just to take a minute to turn to the people next to you, maybe even stand up, say hello to someone maybe you haven't said hello to before, wish them a Shabbat Shalom, and we will start in just a second. Hope that you'll sing and read together, whether it's in Hebrew or English, reading or singing, that we join together and pray together. I also want to say before we begin that there are going to be moments in the service where I invite everyone to please rise. So I want to acknowledge beforehand, I'm inviting you to rise either in body or in spirit as you are comfortable. If you'd prefer to follow along in one of our prayer books rather than the screen, our prayer book in the sanctuary, there can be found either in the seat backs in front of you or in cubbies beneath your seat. They're called Mishkan Tefillah. And if you happen to have one of the versions of Mishkan Tefillah that has two sets of page numbers, the ones that I'll be calling out are the ones that are colored blue and in brackets. So I think with that, we are going to begin our service on page 126. I begin with a prayer of gratitude for all that is holy in my life. God needs no words, no English or Hebrew, no semantics and no services, but I need them. Through prayer, I can sense my inner strength, my inner purpose, my inner joy, my capacity to love. As I reach upward in prayer, I sense these qualities in my Creator. To love God is to love each other, to work to make our lives better. To love God is to love the world God created and to work to perfect it. To love God is to love dreams of peace and joy, illumine all of us, and to bring that vision to life. We'll continue singing together Hine Matov on page 128.
Uma
We'll continue on page 131, singing the words from Psalm 96, Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash, let's sing a new song unto God. We'll continue singing Lecha Dodi, a prayer for welcoming Shabbat. The poem from the Middle Ages compares the relationship between God and the people of Israel as between a husband and a wife and a king and a queen, where the people of Israel represent the groom and Shabbat represents the bride. And the relationship is mutual. We benefit each other. The people of Israel keep Shabbat, but more than that, Shabbat keeps the people of Israel. And so we honor Shabbat like a bride or a queen. As we sing this song, we'll sing together verses 1, 2, 5, and 9 if you're following along in the prayer book. What's 1, 2, 5, and 9? It'll be exactly as it's projected on the screen. And as we reach the final verse again, that's when we'll rise and face the entryway when we begin singing Bo'i v'Shalom in section 9. Lecha lecha dodi likrat likrat kala penei penei Shabbat nikavela. Lecha lecha dodi likrat likrat kala penei penei Shabbat nikavela la 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 la. Lecha dodi likrat likrat kala penei penei Shabbat La 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 lecha dodi, likrat likrat la la, pene pene Shabbat nekavela. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, pene pene Shabbat nekavela. Please be seated. As we turn to page 120, I'm going to invite Lindsay and Ellie, please, who are going to help me light the Shabbat candles. Oh, yeah. I first. You want to sing it together? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom, thank you. We'll rise together as we turn to page 146 for our call to prayer. Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Baruchu et Adonai Please be seated. We'll continue on page 148. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Boreyom v'layla, kolel or mipnei choshech, kolel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns Borei Yom V'Layla Golel Or Mipnei Choshech Golel Or Mipnei Choshech V'Choshech Mipnei Or. And we'll continue on page 150. Together for Shema on page 152. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Ba'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Ba'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Please be seated. We'll continue on page 154. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol nafshecha uvechol meodecha vehayu hadevarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom alevavecha vishinantam levanecha vidibarta bam beshivpech bevetecha uvelechtecha vaderech uvshochbecha uvkumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha vehayu letotafot beineinecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tizkeru Va'asitem et kol mitzvotai, Vihitem kedoshim le'Elohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem, Asher hodseti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim, Lihiot lachem le'Elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem. We'll continue on page 157. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together. We'll continue with Mi Chamocha, our prayer for freedom and redemption, on page 158. Continue on page 160 as we join together in singing the words Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'Shalom. May God's sheltering presence of peace rest on us this evening and every evening. continue on page 162 as we sing together a song for Shabbat V'Shamru. V'Shamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat lasot et HaShabbat לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. We'll rise together for tefillah, beginning on page 164. We'll continue on even-numbered pages. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Vekonei Hakol, Vezocher Chastei Avot Ve'imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer, Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor leolam Adonai, mechaye hakol atah rav lehoshia. Mechalkel chaim bechesed, mechaye hakol berachamim rabim. Somech noflim verofech olim, umatir asurim, umekayem emunato lishenei afar, michamocha ba'al gevurot, umidom elach, melech memit umechaye umatzmiach Yeshua v'ne'eman ata lehachayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai mechaye hakol. Please be seated. We'll continue on page 171. Yana emsacha כבודך מלא עולם. Where might I go to find you, exalted, hidden one? Yet where would I not go to find you, ever-present, eternal one? My heart cries out to you, please draw near to me. The moment I reach out for you, I find you reaching in for me. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. On page 175, you are with us in our prayer, our love and our doubt, and our longing to feel your presence and do your will. You are the still, clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble, when pain clouds the mind, we look inward for the answer to our prayers. There may we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. And let our worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you may find new strength for your service. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha b'yira na'avod. And on page 357, for the gift of our souls, for the promise of our lives, for all we are and all we might yet become, for the creative seeds sown within our minds, whose nurturing can yield a grand harvest. For all these gifts, we thank you, O God, and pray that we prove ourselves worthy. May our lives be ripe with the fruit of compassion, sweetly sustaining those in need. May we use our gifts wisely and with love, true messengers of blessing to the world. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'eh lehodot. We'll sing together Shalom Rav, a prayer for peace, on page 178. Shalom Rav, al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. Shalom Rav, al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. Ki ata hu melech adon, lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav, al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. Shalom Rav, al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. Tasim. We'll take a moment now for our own quiet thoughts and prayers. Yehu leratzon imrei We take a moment now in our service to hold on our hearts our loved ones, our family members and friends who are in need of prayer of healing as we prepare to sing Misha Berach, which is on page 371. We hold in our hearts Linda B. Rosenthal, Heidi Lefevre, Michael Kraus, Sarah Becker, Link Williams, Jules Benzino, Heather Heltzer, Spencer Cox, Richard Williams, Pat Cohen, and Anita Freilich. And if any one of you is thinking of someone at this time, whether it's someone who is in need of healing of body, of mind, or of spirit, and you'd like to share their name as we prepare for Misha Berach, our prayer for healing, as I look your way, please feel free to say their names. We'll join together on page 371, and we say, Baruch atah Adonai rofeh hacholim, blessed is God who brings healing to those who are in need of healing. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mekor habracha le'avoteinu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. In 2012, Queen Elizabeth II of Great Britain celebrated her Diamond Jubilee, marking 60 years of her sitting on the throne. And for an entire year, the Queen traveled throughout the United Kingdom while members of the royal family visited across the Commonwealth to hear tributes paid to her reign. Among the many voices offering praise was the former Chief Rabbi of England, Lord Jonathan Sacks of blessed memory. And Rabbi Sacks opened a reflection on the Queen's reign by quoting from King Louis XVIII of France, who famously said, "Punctuality is the politeness of kings. Royalty arrives on time and royalty leaves on time." And Rabbi Sacks assured his readers that this was almost always true of Her Majesty, with one notable exception. The date was January 27th, 2005. It was the 60th anniversary of the liberation of Auschwitz. The Queen was hosting a reception for Holocaust survivors at St. James Palace. Protocol dictated a strict departure time, yet when her scheduled departure time arrived, the Queen did not leave. She stayed and stayed. One of her attendants later remarked that in all of her years of service, she had never known the queen to linger after any scheduled departure. So why did she stay? Because she chose to give each survivor, every Holocaust survivor who is present in this large group, had her fully focused, unhurried, and undivided attention. She stood with each person until they had finished retelling their personal story. Rabbi Sachs recalled that this act of profound kindness brought him to tears. One after another, he noted, survivors were coming up to me in a kind of trance, saying that 60 years ago, I didn't know whether I would be alive tomorrow and today I was talking to the Queen. 60 years earlier, these same individuals had been treated across Europe as subhuman. Yet here was the monarch treating each one of them as if they were a visiting head of state. This, Rabbi Sachs observed, is the ultimate expression of leadership as it's prescribed in the Torah in this week's Torah portion, Parashat Shoftim, where Moses instructs the Israelites, among other things, that you should appoint leaders and officials in your tribes and all the settlements of the land that God is giving you, and they shall govern the people with due justice. You shall not judge unfairly, you shall show no partiality, and you shall not take bribes, for bribes blind the eyes of the wise and upset the plea of the just. And it says, the famous line, Tzedek, tzedek tirdof, justice, justice you shall pursue, that you may thrive and occupy the land that Adonai your God is giving to you. Also commenting on this section of the Torah, Parshat Shoftim, was Maimonides, who also reflected on what it means to be a good leader, and his suggestion also lies in the human characteristic of humility. As he says in his Mishnah Torah, Maimonides wrote, just as the Torah accords great honor to the monarch and obliges all to show reverence, so too the Torah tells us that leaders are to be lowly and humble in heart. A ruler should act with gentle restraint, as the Torah specifies also in this week's Torah portion, that the person's heart must not be lifted above his or her fellows. Just as the Queen so many years ago demonstrated this kind of humble leadership, our tradition teaches us also that Moses was the archetype for this leadership, precisely because the Torah tells us in the book of Numbers that Moses was the humblest of any person on the face of the earth. But what is also very clear in Jewish tradition is that what it means to be humble does not mean to be meek or timid or lacking in self-confidence. Moses, after all, was none of these things. Rather, our sages teach that Moses' humility meant that he recognized the infinite worth of every single human being. He saw others not as beneath him, but as vital, equal souls before God, and was willing, to his own detriment, to stand before all of them until somebody told him he needed to delegate responsibilities. This lesson of leadership and humility isn't reserved, again, solely for royalty or prophets or Moses. For me, it actually resonates deeply, especially as we enter the Hebrew month of Elul, which actually starts this evening. We are in Rosh Chodesh Elul. This Hebrew month is intended to be a kind of soul-searching time leading up towards Rosh Hashanah, and a dedicated time to self-reflection, again, soul-searching and preparing our hearts for the upcoming high holidays. So what does this humility mean for us? And I have another story, and a little anecdote that also comes from a number of years ago when I was still in Austin. I was attending an event for Austin Interfaith, which is an interfaith social justice organization similar to what Goal is here. And I went, we were introducing ourselves. We went around the room to introduce ourselves to everyone else in the room, and I introduced myself as rabbi, and that meant that after the event, a man sitting next to me, or close to me, leaned over and he shared his own story. He said that a couple of years ago, a close Jewish friend of his had done something as part of a business arrangement that deeply hurt him. He felt he felt offended, and a little bit like their friendship wasn't the same after what happened. But then, he said, right around this time of year, this Jewish friend of mine came up to me, and he explained that a sacred Jewish holiday was approaching, and he acknowledged that what he had done in this business arrangement may have caused him pain and suffering, and he wanted to know that he sincerely apologized and asked for forgiveness. And the man in the meeting then asked me, he said to me, this was one of the most touching acts of grace I've ever experienced. And then he said, is this something Jewish people do regularly? And I looked at him and I answered very simply, I hope so. To be a Jew means that trying to make this hope into a reality. True royalty, true righteousness is not found in high titles or grand gestures or rigid schemes according to our tradition. It's found in the quiet, humble decision to truly see the person in front of us. It's found in giving someone our unhurried attention when they need to be heard. It's found in having the courage to reach out and admit when something goes wrong, or acknowledging one of our own flaws and seeking reconciliation. And so, as we step into this month of Elul, may we have the humility of Moses to lift others up. May we have the patience of the Queen to offer unhurried grace to those who need our presence. And may we have the sincerity to ask for forgiveness and extend kindness, and hopefully not just once a year, but as a regular part of our lives. May all of us use this month to work on ensuring that we will be inscribed for a good and sweet new year. Amen. We'll rise together as we turn to page 586 for Aleinu. Please be seated. And then all that has divided us will merge, and then compassion will be wedded to power, and then softness will come to a world that is harsh and unkind. And then both men and women will be gentle, and then both women and men will be strong, and then no person will be subject to another's will. And then all will be rich and free and varied, and then the greed of some will give way to the needs of many, and then all will share equally in the earth's abundance, and then all will care for the sick and the weak and the old, and then all will nourish the young, and then all will cherish life's creatures, and then all will live in harmony with each other and the earth, and then everywhere will be called Eden once again. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו We devote the next few moments of our service to honoring the memories of those who we have loved and lost, holding in our hearts those for whom this Shabbat and the previous week are a yahrzeit or an anniversary of their passing. We remember Edwin A. Long, Marcia Goldman Mayer, Melvin Stein, Shepard S. Saltzman, Nathan Kohler, William Timbers, Sarah Brett Schneider, Samuel Fenig, Sylvia Dreyfus, David S. Friedman, and Murray A. Marlowe. If there are loved ones who you're holding in your hearts in loving memory and you'd like to say them as we prepare for Mourner's Kaddish, as I look your way, please feel free. Say Zichronam Livracha, may all of our loved ones' memories who came before us always be a blessing. We'll turn to page 598 as we rise together for Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute, b'chayechon uvyomechon uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kari v'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach le'alam ulomei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitale v'yithalal shmei de kedusha barichu, le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah min shamaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the one who creates peace in the heavens on high bring peace to us here on earth, to all people of Israel and all people of the world, and may God send comfort to all those who are mourning. Together we say, Amen. Please be seated. We have a few announcements. The first is not on the board, but it is that we will have services continuing our Shabbat celebration tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. As Claire Lazarus celebrates becoming bat mitzvah. So I hope that you will consider joining us tomorrow morning as we celebrate with her and her family. The next and also, they're sponsoring the Oneg this evening. They're having dinner with their family from out of town, so they're not here this evening, but they are sponsoring the Oneg, and so we thank them for that. And so I hope everyone will join us after services next door for some goodies and continued Shabbat celebration. We have a need also for the upcoming high holidays to make sure that all of our services are covered for all of our tech needs. It won't be quite as extensive as running the screens because those won't be used, but there will be live streaming and services for those who are at home. And so we need people to help run the cameras and the microphones and make sure that everything works that way. And so Adam, where did Adam go? He was down here. Are you back? He's somewhere. Adam's here. If you're interested or know someone who might be interested in helping out, let Adam know this evening, or you can call the office and he will make sure that you know exactly what to do to be part of the tech team. And thank you, Judith, for helping this evening. Religious school registration is open and it officially starts this Sunday. Dun, dun, dun. I'm super excited. One thing that I like for people to know, because I don't know that everybody knows, is that at the beginning of every Sunday school morning, from 9:30 to about 10, we have a half an hour tefillah, a prayer service, which is not just for religious school students. Families, anyone who's a member of the temple can come and participate in that service. If you want to see between 100 and 150 kids and their families together. It's a really good opportunity also to meet a completely different section of our congregation, which doesn't always come on Friday nights because they're here on Sundays. So I encourage you to join us on Sunday morning. The opening day is going to be fun anyway. We are approaching the deadline for Sisterhood's college outreach committee's care packages. This is for anyone who has a college student who is away from home, and you would like for our congregation to reach out, or the Sisterhood to reach out to them with care packages 3 times a year. The first one will go out before the high holidays, but in order for that to happen, we need all the information by Monday, August 17th, which is coming up, and Lori Crino is in charge of that. You can see her email address here, or you can go on our e-news and find it there. On August 23rd, so next Sunday, we are having our joint congregational blood drive along with Congregation Beth Israel. It's going to actually be at Congregation Beth Israel on Summit Drive with the blood connection. So you can fulfill 2 mitzvahs, of the first of Pikuach Nefesh, which is one of the greatest mitzvahs that you can perform, of helping to save a life by donating blood. And you can also do the second mitzvah of earning tzedakah for the temple, because the blood connection will give $30 in rewards to people who sign up and donate. And then on Sunday, August 30th, so in a couple of 3 Sundays, Dr. Esther Pittman, who is a professor, a college professor, who has dedicated the last few years of her research and education to understanding more about the complexities of the Middle East. And so she's going to be leading a session on Sunday, August 30th from 10 to noon called Understanding Hamas, the Theology, Strategy, and the Israel-Hamas Conflict. And so, again, if you're interested in attending this presentation, you do need to sign up in advance to come to this, and you can find that sign up in our e-news. And then last but not least for right now is the Greenville Jewish Film Festival is presenting a movie, a pop-up film on August 30th also at 4 p.m. at Camelot Cinemas called Bella. And it is a comedy, and it's a joint production by an Israeli and a Palestinian, all about this. It's a really crazy plot. If you want to know more about it, it all involves around the losing and trying to reclaim of a prize-winning dove, and all of the adventures that go into that amidst all of the conflict and controversy that's happening in Israel. Does anyone have any other announcements that I'd missed? Oh, if you'd like to come support Jamie, one of our congregants, someone who's singing in the temple choir, has been part of Greer Idol for the last few months, and so she would appreciate your support, because this Saturday is I guess is the one that leads to the finals. Yeah, so she could use your support if you are available and willing to go. That's all I have. I didn't know that you put that in there. Can I have all my kids who want to come up for Kiddush and Motzi, please come on up. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen l'chaim. of our children who are on the bima, and for our children who are part of our congregation, we wish these words of blessing for all of you. Yesimcha Elohim ke'Ephraim v'chi Menashe. May you be blessed like the sons of Joseph, Ephraim and Menashe. Yesimech Elohim ke'Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, v'Leah. May you be blessed like the mothers of our people, like Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. We wish for all of our children to find the blessings of being proud of who they are and of always striving to be the best version of themselves with these words from the Torah. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. May God's light shine on you and be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha ve'yasem lecha shalom. Ve'yasem lecha shalom. May God's presence always feel close to you. May you always be blessed with the most important gifts of wholeness and peace. And we say together, Amen. And we'll join together and sing Motzi. So everyone, oh, my turn. Come this way. Help me hold it, everyone. Motzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Rib a piece. Maybe take a piece to the people who brought you.
I only take one tiny. I took the tiniest.
Oh my gosh, child. That's the way a good challah should look after Motzi. Whoop. You want to sing with me? All right. We are going to sing together Oseh Shalom, a prayer for peace as we conclude our service. And again, I hope everyone will stay and join us next door for Oneg, for, again, our joyful continued celebration of Shabbat. And so we'll sing together, Oseh Shalom.
I'm staring at you, Clover.
You going to sing with me?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, chickens.
Just checking. Oseh Shalom bimroma, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru, Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
I'm standing right here because I remember the thingies right here. So I stand right here.
That's good. I'm glad
Very
you
end.
did that. So maybe